There's a question we all ask ourselves in moments of weakness. Why do I always go back to the same point, even when I decide to change? Why can I know something is hurting me and still not be able to leave it? It's not because you are weak, and it's not because you don't want it enough. The truth is much deeper than that. It's not just willpower. It's an entire system inside your brain working against change itself. And once you understand it, you'll start seeing yourself completely differently. The brain is not designed for change. The human brain is not designed to make you better. It is designed for one main purpose: to keep you alive with the least effort and maximum safety. That's why anything new is automatically treated as a threat, even if that new thing is a better job, a healthy relationship, a good habit. The brain doesn't see better, it sees familiar, and familiar equals safety. That's why the first step of change always meets resistance.
Habits equals automatic pathways. Imagine your life as pathways. Every time you repeat a behavior, the brain creates a fast road for it. Like a GPS route, the more you take it, the easier and faster it becomes, until that behavior becomes automatic, unconscious, a reflex. Now, the problem is, changing means stopping an old path and building a new one from scratch. And at the beginning, that is slower, harder, mentally exhausting. That's why going back to the old behavior feels easier. The illusion of willpower. Many people think the solution is willpower. I just need to be stronger. But scientifically, willpower is a limited resource. The brain consumes energy with every conscious decision. That's why at the end of the day, we become weaker. We go back to old habits. We choose what is easier. Not because you failed, but because your brain chose energy conservation. Change that depends only on willpower works for a few days, then slowly collapses.
Immediate pleasure versus future reward. The brain has a strong bias. It prefers immediate reward. If it has two options, comfort now, a better result later, it will usually choose comfort. That's why fast food is easier than dieting. Social media is easier than studying. Procrastination is easier than action. The problem is not awareness, it's the reward system itself. The fear of change itself. Change is not only effort, it is also uncertainty. Because real change means I don't know who I will become after this, and the brain hates uncertainty. Even if the current situation is painful, it is still familiar, and that creates a dangerous type of comfort, the comfort of known pain.
Identity. There is something deeper than habits. It is your self-image. When someone says, "I'm not disciplined, I'm not strong, I can't finish things," the brain tries to maintain consistency with that identity. So even when you try to change, part of you resists to keep the old version alive. Not because you can't change, but because you are used to a certain version of yourself. Why small change works best. The biggest mistake in change is trying to go too big, too fast. The brain resists big changes because it sees them as threats. But small changes don't trigger fear, don't require much energy, fly under the brain's threat radar. And over time, they become permanent behaviors. It's not about speed, it's about consistency.
In the end, change is not a battle of strength, it is a battle of understanding. You don't need to fight yourself, you need to understand yourself. Your brain is not your enemy, it is just trying to protect you, even if it does it the wrong way. And once you understand the system inside you, you stop forcing change and start designing it. You don't need to become a new person overnight. You just need to stop returning to the old version every time.